This video is for business owner and sales managers and managers in general who want to scale from 10K to 100K, who want to have a better onboarding process and wants to make more money than ever, want to have a better onboarding process for their hires, and want actually to have better team members and better talent in their team. If you guys don't know who I am, well, I'm Luca. I've been in kind of big teams in the sales space, also in the high ticket space, and now I'm just trying to give value that I wish I know when I was an actual setter, when I was actually a closer, manager, business owner, and I wish I know those stuff sooner because it will help me out, keep more talent to my business, actually have my people scale with the stuff that they have, and I wish I know those stuff sooner. I wish I know how to onboard properly my new hires and how to actually keep them and make them to actually perform at the highest standards that I always expect. If you guys don't know how to make your actual people to scale more and have all of those things to actually perform at their best, well, this video is for you, definitely. So I will go over the right onboarding process for your new hires. This is a raw video. This is not something over edited. This is just purely advice that I want to give to everybody so they can take the best out of it and actually start scaling more than anything else. This is not going to be scripted. This is not going to be nothing into it. I'm just trying to give the best advice to the people that actually want to implement it. One advice that I could give you, don't just watch this video. Please just go implement it as soon as possible so you can get the best out of it and not have to wait time and just learn more information. So let's jump straight into it. So the right onboarding process, right? This is the right onboarding process. If you follow this, you're gonna have a lot better people that work in your specific agency, business, high ticket offer, and are actually gonna perform to their best. So every high ticket offer or business should implement it, right? Why you should implement this? Well, your new hires have guidance. This is the first and most important thing. They don't feel everything is all around the world. They have guidance inside your specific business and they don't know what to do. Your new hires don't leave you. They don't, because they have guidance. They know everything that possibly can. They don't have too many stupid questions, and you have this. A lot of people just leave businesses because of their onboarding. They so bad onboarding, they don't like it, they have high expectations, and when they came down to the onboarding, it's so shit, they just have to live it. So at this point, people start leaving you just because of your onboarding process. If you want unicorns, if you want people that actually have good talent and can get you results, those people will leave if you don't have a good onboarding because they don't have time to wait. They don't. Now, they can operate at best, 100% at the best. They have a first good impression. First good impression is not actually interview. The first good impression is the onboarding. It's the same thing that happens with the clients. The first good impression is the actual onboarding process, right? You made things easier for you and for them. That's it. You made things easier for you and for them because they don't have to ask too many questions. They have everything on one side. You don't have to answer too many questions and give too much guidance to them. What happens if you don't have a good structure? Well, your new hires leave. You already know that. They just leave the company. When I was a setter, if I really hate the onboarding process and the first impression, I would not perform. And if I would not perform, I would try to change it. But if I don't see too many changes, I tend to actually look for something new. And this came from a setter that's been in big teams. This came from a closer. This came from a manager that is managing setters for Jordan Belforts and all of those big people in the industry. You have to know that people will leave your company, will leave it. Now, they'll have a bad first impression. If somebody have a bad first impression, the whole journey with you is gonna be suck. It's gonna be bad, and nothing is gonna be good for you. They will not perform at the best. That's sure, they will not perform. And you will waste money and time until they learn the company structure. You need to have everything put it down together so you're not actually wasting nothing. Cool. So this is for new hires, right? What every new hire wants to see in a company, 100%. I wish I saw every single thing that I put in here. Maybe more, maybe less, but I wish I saw every single thing that I'm going to show it to you in this video. And this, everyone is like what is looking for. Everybody's looking for onboardings like this. This is what sets you a good impression. right? So if you need any help, I don't selling any courses, any program. I don't have any like current agency that I'm actually gonna redirect this video. If you have any questions at the end, send me a comment in here. Don't leave the YouTube, just send me a comment, or you can just DM me on IG. It's Luca Christes, simple, and try to ask me. I don't really use IG, but after this video, once I post it, I'll open for 1 or 2 days to actually see what's happening if somebody actually DM me, so I can respond to your guys' questions. I don't do a CTA, I don't sell anything, I don't want anything. I just want to give rough advice for everybody. Cool. So I put this in 3 main categories, right? There are more, but we focus only on 3 main, which are more than 50%. They're more than like 70% of the onboarding is in this video. Implement those and you will see an increase in performance from new hires. If you don't see an increase in performance, just came back and tell this video was shit and report it. If you see performance after the onboarding and you actually did this onboarding, just give a like and give a comment to actually love this and want more. And that's it. I don't need anything else. So this is what I would like to see in every company. This is a major problem in a lot of companies. I promise you, kind of like 90% of the companies don't really have this onboarding process. And if you have it, you set aside and you're aside from 90%. You're already in the top 10% with the companies if you start applying this. Now, let's not talk too much. We have 3 main categories: offer knowledge, lead generation, and role KPIs. That's it. There's nothing else. But you don't need to show everybody those. This is what you can do, right? So let's start with offer knowledge specifically. Why you do this? Well, your new hires need to know what is the offer and who is the company. Like, who's the company, what's the company, who's having the company, the people that are in the company, and all of that. You give them a good understanding about everything, so you will not lose time with answering to questions. If people have a great understanding of the things that they do, they will not ask you too many questions. And once you have that, that will be amazing, right? They feel more confident in what they get into. When you have a great onboarding and people know the offer specifically and everything, your sales reps, your marketing people, even your backend people will have more confidence when they're gonna have to do the work, because they know what they're getting into it and they know every single route of the things that you have. So offer knowledge is a key factor in the onboarding process. Make it better than all the past experience they might have. I guarantee more than 50% of new hires will appreciate it, because most companies do not have that. Most companies just, this is the offer, this is the price point, and that's it. Bye. That's bad. That's so bad. Don't do that. Promise you, if you just tell them what the offer is, just tell them the price and put them to leave, that will be so bad for you and for anything that you have in your business. You don't need that. You don't. More than 50% just do that. You need to be unique. Unique beats every other odds. If you do volume and unique, you're better than anything. So make sure you have a better onboarding process. If you have a better onboarding process, people will just came at you, because reps talk. I promise you, reps talk in this industry. The sales industry is small. If they're unicorns, or if they top setters and top closers, they will talk about the top offers and the offers that goes around, and they will know if your offer is shit or good, based also on your onboarding process. So make sure you have that as well. Well, I divided this into major stuff. What is your offer, and client journey with you. Let's start with client. What is your offer, right? So write your offer and what you sell. Make different sections for this, and I'll go in a few different sections here. So what is your offer in details? Not just say this is the offer. We're a marketing agency for e-com brands that do XYZ. No, put it in how we do those ads, how are those ads looking, and all of that. It's like more of a pitch for those people, right? How you help people, or what you do specifically. How you help those people, what are the results that you're gonna get, the way you're gonna get those, how they're gonna precede you, and all of those, how the process is gonna precede you. Give those understanding to your new hires, because they need it. There's some people that might not be in the space, let's say in your space, in your niche specifically, they're just getting into it, and they will not know. So it's important to have that. Then give context or a story about the offer. Put a funny story, or a storytelling about something, and give a lot of context about it that will relate to your offer. The price point is what they need to know about pricing. Make sure you cover everything from full price to downsell to financing. Make sure you give to those people everything. What are the payment structures? How you do it, the way you do it. with who you guys are partnering with. If you guys have, I don't know, you guys work with Whoop, what are the processes for Whoop, how that is working, give them the rundown, how the finances is looking, and everything they need to know. This is a key thing. And I know, well, why would I say, why do I give marketing to the actual salespeople? Well, that's important. If the salespeople don't know everything that happens to the marketing side, they will not perform because they don't know how the leads came in, how they should set, what's the expectations that people had, and all of that. And also, vice versa, is the same thing with the marketing. If they don't know what's happening in the sales side, they will not know what's gonna happen to their marketing. So it's really important. Then, what are channels you use? Like you use Slack, you use that, you use this, like for the offer itself, with the clients, everything, put down in there. Your website and your socials. What are the website? Give a breakdown of your website, how it's working, blah, blah. Give every single social. If you have LinkedIn, if you have Instagram, if you have Facebook, anything, just put it in there. And be creative with your offer. Like if you have something specifically that sets you aside from everybody, make sure you add that and break it down. They can understand it better than anybody else. Break every single thing down so your people know what's happening in their business. And a bonus, you can add anything that you feel relevant and your new hire should know. It can be anything special you have, AI integrations, anything. If you, I don't know, if you work with SendBlue, I'm just giving an example. If you work with SendBlue, just tell them like this. We work with SendBlue. We have this, we have that with them. This is how we do this. This is how we do that, and so much on, right? So make those sections as easy as a 7-year-old can understand them. Don't overcomplicate those things. Make it a 7-year-old could possibly just do the work instead of somebody who's 30. Don't put, actually really complicated terms for it. Don't do that. That's just bullshit. Make it as 7 years old. Don't overcomplicate them. Order them in a way they make sense and it's easy to follow. Make sure all of those are in a way for your business and they're easy to follow. And ask your new hires to take notes and send them to you after every section is complete. If they do send everything and take notes, they're a green flag. They're really a green flag. If they go through the onboarding and send you actually takeaways and notes from it, you've done a great job at the hiring process. Maybe we're gonna do a hiring process later. Let me know if you guys want a hiring process in the comments. Then client journey with you. Here you show to your new hires what's the client journey and what they see on your side, right? So from where the leads came in, the funnel, the VSL you have, the sales process. I'll make a separate video for that. If you guys need the sales process, let me know. I have so much stuff. From setter to closer process, from closer to onboarding process, how onboarding looks like for the clients, everything that you do from a cold lead to a customer. So the whole process from me as the customer, as the lead, saw your ad, for example, and from the ad, what the landing page is, what the free materials that you give, to the booking code, to the setter, to the actual process that the setter have, to the actual, closer, the closer to the onboarding process, what's happening with the client manager, client success manager, or the actual, you just do it how it is, make that down. You guys have this. I'll also give you guys a link if you need it. You guys have this. Make sure you take notes and put it down there because it's super important. Here you can put your sales systems and the view of a cold lead to that I just saw, your ad and content. You have to show them what's the client journey. You have to show them what's the client journey. It's so important. So you don't have any surprise on the calls. Like, they have a call, they say a setting call, and people talk about ads, but they think the people came from cold traffic. Like, that's a bullshit, right? Make sure you have those, put it down together. Cold traffic, like cold calling or cold SMS. Make sure you have the offer knowledge, put it down together. So good. So good. Have the lead generation after the offer knowledge. That's really important. Now we're going to the lead generation and how we're going to actually do this. Well, why you do this? Well, you need to let your new hires know from where the new leads came from. You don't want new hires to have any surprises and problems. You don't. And you have to prepare your team for everything. Literally, best entrepreneurs and the best people that I know prepare their team like it's the last day and they have to go to the war. They have everything so nailed it down that the new hires just don't have any new questions. because everything is put it down how it should. I, for example, have my Slack channels. I have looms for every single one of the Slack channels, what they should do, how they should text, what does that mean, for what it's for, how we use it, what's the best interest, and everything for it. I have everything put in there, because that is set aside from 10K per month agency to a 500K per month agency to a million, 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, right? And it's a key to let your new hires lead generation. It's the most important thing to let those people know. And how you eliminate confusion and possible objections and problems. Just to let you know, guys, this whole process that I'm showing you is not just for sales reps. You can use this for the backend team. You can use this for your sales team. You can use this for your specific, I don't know, you can talk for more for like the actual marketing team, for the social media and social team, for everything. It's working. It's the same thing. These are the core principle. If you guys want, I can do an onboarding process for the actual sales team, for marketing team, and all of that. Just let me know and I will do it. Now, from where the leads came in, this is really important. You need to show your new hires, specifically the sales reps. This is really important. Like, if you don't show the lead generation and the marketing side to your sales reps, your business is doomed to that moment. Like, it's shit. Fix that. You're gonna see a better performance. And what are the ways the leads came in? Make sure you show every detail and you don't miss something. Nothing. You don't have to miss something. It's super easy. So let the whole team know once you post something. Just let them know, like, hey, I'm doing a new reel. Hey, I'm doing a new ad. Hey, I'm doing a new story. Let them know those stuff, because it's important. The channels you post and where you change the ads, everything. Let them know. Show the new hires this and the channels where they will get everything. Like, this shouldn't be there, but everything they get. Like, let those people know. Like, let your hires know. Let sales team, let your everybody, marketing, backend team, that they know that when you're gonna post, you should tell them, like, hey, I'm gonna do a story. This might get us some leads. Be prepared. You never know. It can be something like new posts on your social media, personal brand or company socials. Show how the new hires and all the social of the company have and break down of them and how they bring in the leads, the ads, cold traffic, referrals, etc. You can put even the referrals, like, hey, we've got a referral, because that referrals are the best, and they just cut off your marketing margins and you gain better margins because of the referrals. So have that in there, because it's so important. Make sure you give them the best examples and show real proof about everything. Don't lie or something else. Guys, if you lie to your hires, to your team about some stuff, you are not thinking about nothing. You guys are just stupid if you guys are lying to your team. That's the only thing that I could possibly say. And take them through everything, because you want to make sure they understand every single thing that you do inside the business. They should understand it and they should have it. It's really important. Make sure you have that. Now, it's a must to give as many details as possible, share as many proof as possible, and give them the guidance like you teach them. Think about your onboarding like an A to Z course to, I don't know, be successful in sales, e-com, anything. Have like an A to Z course, or an A to Z course for school or Whoop, how they have it. The same should be your onboarding process. Everything should be nailed down. You should understand everything. Make sure they understand what is the lead generation for the company and what's the sales process behind it. Now, the sales process, how you turn them into customers. This is really important to let the marketing team, the backend team for the automations, and also even your sales team, of course. So here you show out your new hires, sales reps, marketers, developers, etc. The sales process you have and how a lead turn from a cold lead to a customer. You have to understand that. You have to. You want to do this for every new hire, because they need to know what is the experience and the new customer had till they arrive at them. You need to tell your closing team, your setting team, your sales team, what is the process that an actual lead go through before coming to their side. Make everything in details. Do not make 1-2 minutes videos. Put some effort into it. Guys, if you guys just are lazy, please trust me, put more effort and you guys see better results. That's the best thing I can possibly tell you. For examples, I put a few examples here. Your sales process, this is personalized to you. Go as deep as possible with from setting to closing, show rate strategies, I don't know, testimonials and all of that funny stuff. Just put it in there. Have all of those top of the funnels, middle funnels, everything. Just put in there. I'll put a video for great sales process soon. Actually, I'll actually do that. I'll put a great video for a great sales process that's make not just me, but every people that I work with and all the people that I was in, and we implement that, a lot of money. I have a guy from 22K to all the way up to 300K in only 2 months. We just changed the sales process. So if you guys really want that, I will also post it for you guys so you guys can have it. Now, add the role after so they can combine everything for more efficiency. Like after you put the offer knowledge, you have the lead generation, make sure you actually gonna have the role, like let's say sales, their role is sales, and put the KPIs for the sales roles, and their marketing, put the KPIs. Their anything, I mean, some people you can't put KPIs on everything, but there's some stuff where you can do projections instead of KPIs and all of that funny stuff. You just use it. Now, why you do this? It's pretty simple. They should know how you and the company operate. They should know how you like to operate. It's so important. And they need to have clear on their roles and expectations. Guys, I promise you, one of the biggest advice that I could possibly give to any CEO or manager is that you have to lead by example. And if you show up with nothing at your onboarding process for them, they will see you as somebody who's not really putting interest. But if you show up with everything prepared, you lead by example. They force themselves to be that prepared guy as well. Every new hire should be clear on the company goals and how you like to operate and what they should do on a daily basis. This is more like role, what's their role specifically, what's their KPIs, and more of like a company culture, right? This is more like a company culture as well. So their role, here you want to explain to them what is their role and what they have to do in the company. I know it sounds crazy, like you're a setter. Tell them what's the role as a setter. Some people you hard pass that and they know, but they should remind themselves the basics, because the basics are the fundamentals are the best. Fundamentals are the best. So you have to remind them to those, right? Show them previous people that work with in the position and how they operate. If you had really great setters that go from a setter to a closer or decided to move on to a different company, show them how they operate. Some example: what is your role? What you need to do? How you should do it? How I want you like to do it. You can copy some stuff in there, etc. You be creative. If you have something particular, just use it. It's gonna be super good. Everything here should be personalized on your offer. Don't just copy and paste some stuff that you saw other people. Don't just try to do with ChatGPT. Personalize the things. If you guys do an onboarding process with ChatGPT, you're not gonna go far. Just try use your brain, because it's way more powerful than ChatGPT. I promise that. ChatGPT is just something systematic that he just knows some stuff, but when it came down to personalization, you're the guy who should do it. Add as many things you like and need. Every offer have something different. Like that's why you have an offer, because you have something different. You have to set those as a non-negotiables. Never say to them, oh, you have the KPIs, maybe you want to do $150, or maybe you want to do that funnel tomorrow. Maybe. No, you have to do that funnel tomorrow. You have to have at least $150 a day. You have to do the automation by Monday. All of that. They must respect them. You can be harsh with them. Don't be. You can start being a nice guy and everything, but if they don't perform and they don't do the stuff that they should do, you can be harsh with them. I promise you can. Nobody said, if you hear those people who said, oh, don't do that to your team, don't be harsh with your team, don't do that, don't do this, like, just tell them to shut up. And I promise you, if you are being more precise and have more non-negotiables and must input more respect and be more harsh, if they don't perform and you keep them accountable, you're gonna have better results. Because you need to have a better team. You want to do this because people only get better when someone is harsh and keep them accountable. If they don't like it, you know that's not a good hire. If there's people that are like, I'm not sure if I want to do this, I'm not sure if I want to do that, then they're not in your team. Unfortunately, that's not a world-class talent, it's not a unicorn, that's not nothing. They're just there to, they're just a bad hire that lose you money and time. That's it, period. Pressure create diamonds. This is something that I learned from Cole Gordon personally. Pressure create diamonds. If you want to have a great business and scale it to millions a month, you have to have pressure, because in pressure people get better, not in, I don't know, any flower power stuff. In pressure, there is where you create diamonds. Their KPI is pretty simple. Here you set the clear KPIs for everyone. These should be non-negotiable. You have to do those as the minimum. Like when you put hit $150, don't say just hit $150. You put it have, or the minimum is $150. Normally it's way more, but up to the offer. Here you set them the real expectations. What they need to do in order to stay in the room. You need to set high standards, no question asked. Don't set low standards to people, because low standards means low quality people and low quality work. High standards means actually quality work and A players only, unicorns in sales and all of that. Some KPIs that you can track, there are way more, I promise to you. If we go deep into what to track in your sales teams and the KPIs that you can track, I promise to you there's so many, from the conversion rate set to close rate, lead to close rate, and all of that. There's so many stuff that you should track. But on overall, for marketing and everything, you can have end of the day, end of the week, end of the month, end of the year. It's pretty good. Daily communication, the role KPI. I'll also put out etc. Give you guys some more ideas. The projections for the week, projections for the month. Put them to go really, really deep with the goals. Really great thing. Career goals, the company that they have, like the goals they have inside the company, and all of that. Pretty good to track. Try those. You're gonna see way better performance. You have to include everything you want for new hires. If you have something in mind, just use it and put it. I can't give you guys, and people that give you guys down for you stuff are not let you guys think. And if it's not something like a backend to code or like a tracker specifically, it's not really good. And here I don't give you guys done for you systems, maybe not yet. I'm teaching you guys, because you need to understand that the best things came from you, not from somebody else. It came from you. And all of those, so the offer knowledge, lead generation, the role and KPIs, all of them goes into the tools you need. This is nothing pretty wow. It's just the tools you need to actually do this and keep it more concise and to look just better, have a better first impression. You can use anything you like. You can use Monday. You can use all of those. I put just a few in here. The easiest one, they're free, most of them, so you can just use those. Good example, Notion, amazing if you want to do national onboarding. I promise you, Notion for new hires, it looks so good, so good. Google Doc and Drive, perfect, amazing, you can use that. But if you integrate the Google Docs into Notion, oh boy, that will look amazing. School, if you have a little bit of money, you can create your company course and all of that. I recommend it. Some people, it's just looking good. You can have more stuff in there. Some businesses do it, some businesses don't. It's up to you at this moment if you want to use school or not. It's paid. You can pay $30 to have it a month, or more if you have more admins and all of that. But I generally recommend you to use Notion and Google Docs. They're free, so you can just use them. I mean, if you want to have Notion for the whole team and all of that, you need to pay some money, but Google is free. Loom, always use Loom. I'm using Loom or OBS, Loom or OBS. It can be OBS. Use that. It's really important to give them clarity, and also through the Looms they can understand the way you work, and it's super important. YouTube Unlisted, you can use YouTube Unlisted to just paste some videos that you have, and that's it. From the OBS, it's usually use YouTube Unlisted. Loom, you can just put a Loom link, or you can just download it and put it in YouTube to just look more premium quality. You choose. It's up to you. There's some difference, like just Google Drive and Loom. Those two are like the 10, 20, 30, 50k month onboardings, but Notion, Google Drive, Loom, YouTube, like YouTube Unlisted, Google Drive, Notion, Miro boards also is super good. With a Monday or something, amazing onboarding. School with everything like here, million month, 2 million onboarding. I mean, don't think you guys gonna have a new onboarding and you guys gonna get, I don't know, like now you're gonna get to 500k a month because I tell you to have a better onboarding. No, I'm just doing this because I want you guys to succeed at the end of the day, and I want you guys to have the best results possible, because it's super important, and that is how you guys perform. So this is kind of everything. As I said, it's rough advice that you guys need to understand inside of business. I kind of go over it pretty fast, 30 minutes, nothing crazy. If you guys watched it this far, let me know if you guys want to do another video, maybe on the sales onboarding process, or maybe also anything that you must came up and you guys have questions. Shoot me up a DM on IG, free to do that. But just keep in the comments here, anything that you guys have, put it in here. I will try to get back maybe with a video with another cool motherboard training, or some Google Docs, or actually real business training, because I'm trying to show you guys real business. We're working on cool stuff, so keep you guys updated with everything. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share. I don't know how this stuff works, but